Good morning, or whatever time it is you're watching this. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andrew, and I'm from Momentum, the video and podcast ministry that we've been working on here. Today, I'll be looking at Romans 8:28, and as I read the verse aloud, it will be down in the video. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Now, I'm going to start this Devo with a preliminary question. If you had a child or currently have a child, what would you want to make sure that they can have? Now, I understand that question may be kind of confusing in the wording, but you would want to make sure that they can have a happy life where they are provided for and they have the tools to succeed, right? This is exactly how God views us. He wants us to be taken care of, but I think the best way to look at this verse is through a few points that I will work through. So the beginning of the verse starts with, "And we know." The reason I bring this up, because it is certain. It is not merely a hope or a belief. We know with full conviction that we can trust in what is said in this verse. The next portion says, "In all things God works." And this point is driven home in the next couple of verses, which I have another Devo on, Romans 8:31 through 37. But God has power over all powers. He is the highest power. Therefore, in any situation, in any moment, God can work, and God is working for your good and for the good of those who love him. Which brings me to the next point, for the good of those who love him. Like a child loving their parent, we should love God for everything he has done or will do. He will provide for us when we are under his wing and under his protection. The next section of this verse says, "Who have been called according to his purpose." Now, this is kind of what throws many people for the loop. I know it did me before I started looking deeply at this verse. But I believe this completes a two-step system when I think about ministry. Step one, we take the time to be in God's hands, to be close to him, to learn from him, to just be held by him. Then the second step is to go out, move out, spread his word, and spread his love to the world. Like in the following verses say, God is for us. Who can be against us? God will watch over us as his own children and make sure that we are provided for. But it doesn't end there. We have this glorious amenity in God, and it isn't something that we should keep secret. We should be so excited about what God has given us that we should be running out of our door to reach those around us. Please reflect on this devotional and comment down below how you spread God's word and God's love during this season of life. Thank you for listening, and this is Momentum.